We have a caller on the line, Miss Bright from the CSRA, calling on the Augusta side of the river. Hi, Miss Bright. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Fantastic. We understand you'd like to get something clarified, I suppose, with Daniel.
Yes. My question is, what is the difference between a will and a trust, and which one would serve you better?
Sure. So a will is something most people are familiar with to some extent. It is a document that you utilize to pass assets to beneficiaries at your passing. Wills do require what's called probate, which is a court proceeding to validate the document before it's fully implemented or administered. And so that process does take a little time, may cost some money, and may require an attorney. A lot of our clients do look at utilizing something called a trust, which is, for the types of trusts that we use, are going to be a lot like a will. But the benefit of it, when we use what's called a revocable living trust, it's something that we activate while we're alive, and so we don't have to have it activated and validated at your passing, and so it allows for us to avoid the probate process. That doesn't necessarily mean everyone needs a trust, but they can be useful. Another use of them can be to preserve assets from the cost of long-term care, to help you qualify for government benefits without having to spend all your money down in the first place. And so, it just kind of depends on the goal. But a lot of times, if the client has, let's say they're living in assisted living and all they have are, let's say, a bank account and retirement accounts, that's a situation where we might not even need to worry about probate, because everything we can put a beneficiary designation on, and it'll pass directly to those individual beneficiaries at your passing without any additional work. And so it just depends on the situation of what might work for you. But a trust a lot of times will work, especially when we're dealing with things like real estate. That's really the only way. We can't put a beneficiary on your house. And so the trust can be a good solution to that, where you can retain all the ownership but still avoid probate.